Alrighty, welcome to the PSBS, that's the PlayStation podcast. I'm your host, Co T, PS and Body Boys. My co-host here is
Andrew Arenas, double is
yes, and we're back this week with episode 72.
72.
72, yep, getting up there, getting through episodes and all that.
Well, episodes. You know, one thing that I was just thinking about right now, about TV and episodes that I don't like it when a character, like in a show or even a movie, sometimes that you see them have like scars or like really injured, but then like a couple scenes later, like they heal like Wolverine and like have no scars at all and just like perfect.
Yeah, that's
I don't like that. That totally took me out of it. I was at Mr. Robot last night. Like one of the characters was like severely hurt and like had like scars all over his like face. And it was all perfect. It was like perfect. Even his hair was like all perfect too. I was like, what? He's like Wolverine.
Well, you should watch. I think Breaking Bad did that really well.
Like where it keeps.
Yeah, where like they keep their injuries.
Good. Oh man, I can only imagine.
I think that's one show that did it really well. I can think of off the top of my head. I think that show did it right. But I mean, that just happens in everything.
Yeah, sometimes. It's just, I don't know, it bugged me. I'm like, what? It's just really noticeable. Still not as bad as some of the editing in Daredevil Season 1.
Yeah, Daredevil Season 1 had some rough editing.
Sure, people know what we're talking.
And Season 2 had some rough editing.
And Season 2 a little bit. Not as bad.
I still found it. Well, the thing about Season 1 had that big glaring one that like everyone saw. Like even people who don't really watch for editing errors still caught it.
Yeah, you see it,
but like
you don't even have to look for it.
Yeah, but like Season 2 had more of them, but they were like smaller ones where only someone like me who's like knows editing would catch. You know.
Yeah, with placement of things.
Placement of things, just weird cuts and what is it called? Continuity, object continuity, something like that. So, yeah. Somebody's gonna get paranoid now hearing that. It's like, what? I'm gonna start watching Season 2 again to find it.
Good, because you're not gonna get another season for a while.
Well, you'll get Defenders.
Daredevil. Defenders, but it's not Daredevil.
But
it's not
Daredevil's
with it's not with the cast. It's not with the.
Yeah,
it's not the dynamic of the show. It's gonna be the dynamic.
They already confirmed Foggy's coming back for Defenders.
It's just that Defenders is going to be its own. It's going to be its own different show. It's not going to be a Daredevil.
It's not like an alternate reality or something. You know, it's like the Avengers, where it kind of picks up their story a little, and then when they come back to their solo thing, you can like it'll pick up their story. It's like Well, I don't know if I want to give that example because you might not like it, but it's like in like Winter Soldier. At the end of Winter Soldier, he was like, I gotta go find Bucky, but then Age of Ultron happened. He got a little distracted, but he still had that on his mind. And then when Civil War came back, it was back on to find Bucky.
Well, yeah, I wasn't too frightened about that. Yeah, actually, that is kind of strange. Because remember at the end, he was so dead set on go finding him, and now he just all of a sudden got sidetracked.
He got sidetracked, yeah. Ultron was like a sidetrack. Like, God dang, I gotta handle this right now.
Well, what did save that, though, was like Falcon being in it for a little bit.
Yeah, because that was the thing at the beginning of the movie. That's what they said. They went to that Hydra base with the rest of the Avengers to be like, we're trying to get a lead on Bucky, and then Falcon was all like, I'm going to keep looking. You do whatever. So Cap went on to keep on doing the whole Ultron storyline. Then I guess Falcon, was in the background still looking up Bucky stuff.
And he got his new suit.
Yeah, his new red suit. And he would go recruit Ant-Man.
And he went to go recruit Ant-Man. He does a lot of work.
Well, that would have been after Age of Ultron, because at the end of Ultron is when they had the Avenger base.
Oh, that's right.
It's all right.
Speaking of work, what do we have to work on?
Oh wait, I got this little sidetrack. It's raining outside. That's not good.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I live in Louisiana, and it stopped raining for 3 days, and now it's raining again. So we'll see how that goes.
It's raining hard?
No, it doesn't seem to be raining hard, but it is raining. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, on to the episode proper with news and whatnot. Where should I start? Let's start with some little things that kind of move our way up. So, it was finally confirmed this past week that they are doing a Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition.
They are.
And actually, no. I think that was announced like 2 or 3 weeks ago. The Game of the Year edition. But what the main news I'm getting to is they announced that there's a Game of the Year edition. It's coming out August 30th. But it was confirmed this week that if you do have the regular edition of the game, that your save files won't carry over to the Game of the Year edition.
Ooh, no.
So like, if you're hoping to be like, oh, I haven't bought any of the DLC yet, so let me just go buy this pack thing and get all the DLC and then carry over my save file, that won't work.
I don't know. I mean, buying the DLC is cheaper than getting this Game of the Year edition. Game of the Year edition is like $60.
Yeah, or another scenario is like, let's say you borrowed the game from your friend. You borrowed it, played it on your PS4, played it for a couple hours, didn't get to finish, and said, oh, well, I'll just go buy this Game of the Year edition and carry over my save file. Nope, that won't work.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just... And supposedly CD Projekt Red said that it's not their fault. Like, it's something with, like, Sony and PlayStation, like, the coding doesn't... Like, the coding register as a different game.
That's right.
So like so that means when you put this game in, it's going to say Game of the Year edition on the thing when you load it up.
Trophy.
And the trophies, yes, you're going to get a separate trophy list.
It's weird. We didn't have this problem on PS3. Fallout 3 was fine.
I don't remember for Arkham City. I remember buying Arkham City Game of the Edition and the save file wouldn't carry over, but I don't remember if it made a new trophy list or not.
Probably not.
I don't think it did.
Arkham Asylum, it was still the same. Weird.
It's weird, but these are all Warner Brother games we're naming here, because those are all Batman was all Warner Brother games. Shadow of Mordor, I picked up the Game of the Year edition, and it's its own thing. It says when I load up the game, it says save files from previous edition will not carry over, and then when I check the trophies, it is its own thing. It says Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year edition trophies.
Well, it's because WB's really bringing it home with Shadow of Mordor and Witcher.
You know, they want to really highlight that we make Game of the Year.
We make Game of the Year.
Looking at your trophies. But I mean, so that means in theory, if you really like these games, you could double platinum. You know, if you just want to play through it all again.
Oh god, Witcher people are going to be excited for that.
Oh yeah, play another 100 hours to get another platinum.
Ooh. You know, gosh, freaking Batman. I wonder when we're going to get our Game of the Year edition for Batman Arkham Knight.
I mean, didn't they announce it?
They announced a complete edition for it, but
I mean, is it out yet?
Well, hopefully out before the remaster of City and Night and Arkham Asylum.
And will that pop up as its own thing? Complete edition?
Probably.
I mean, a lot of people are saying like, well, why is this happening? Because we've had other Game of the Year editions where it doesn't do that, and here's the reason. The reason is because like the difference between these Game of the Year editions and other Game of the Year editions is that like for Witcher and Shadow of Mordor and Arkham City and all that, the difference with those is that when those came out, the DLC is preloaded onto the disc. So they had to recode it and re-put the DLC in there, and then so they can release as Game of the Year edition. Other Game of the Year editions, all they do is they just take the base game disc, put it in the box, and then throw in a code.
Or have like a download link to, like with the packs, because I believe Fallout 3 did that.
Oh yeah, the little install bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's kind of the difference. Is like when they kind of pack in the DLC, they don't have to probably recode the main game.
Yeah.
So that's why it still pops up the same. But with these, when they're putting the DLC into the disc, they have to recode it, and then it pops up as a new game.
So I really want the Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, go get you another platinum.
I love Shadow of Mordor.
It does take long to get the platinum in that one, right?
It takes about 30 hours.
30 hours, yeah, but that's like standard kind of playthrough for something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to do that 4 or 5 times in order to platinum Witcher.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to get into Witcher 3 actually this time, once I get the Game of the Year edition, so it'll probably be a game I'll be playing during the winter break. So it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a whole lot to play during the winter break. Watch Dogs 2, Call of Duty, Last Guardian, Final Fantasy 15. Ooh, it's looking good. Man, if only this stuff was out now.
Yeah. Well, speaking of stuff not coming out now,
Sure.
or soon, it was announced this week that Final Fantasy 15 has been delayed. It was supposed to come out at the end of September. It's now coming out November 29th.
After they had the big event for the release date, everything. Nope.
Yep. Big event saying worldwide release September, and then now they delayed it this week. Now it's November 29th. Extra 2 months.
They're all like, say it ain't so. But it happened.
Yeah, because I think I said it here on the podcast that there was like no way they're going to delay that game.
Oh, I know.
Like after the
Because
whole,
of that big old event?
yeah, because the whole big event just announced the release date. But nope, they did it. They pushed it back. It's coming in November. But I've already said it many times. I'm not, a big fan of the Final Fantasy franchise, and I wasn't really planning on ever playing Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, no, I was planning on getting Final Fantasy 15.
But you were.
I'm excited for it. Yeah. But at least it's coming on around winter break, so I'm going to get it during that time. It's only like about a week or so, because it's the end of November. End of November?
Yeah, November 29th. So
I'm excited for it.
Hmm.
So we'll see where it goes. Not much to say there. Just
there?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Just got delayed.
Just got delayed, man. Delays always happen.
Just got delayed.
Mm-mm-mm.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Let's see. See what happens. Let's see what else we got. Got some VR stuff we can talk about. So yeah, ID Software did a thing this week where they were talking about Doom VR, and they said right now they have it like running on the what was it called, HTV Vine or Hive? What was it called? The Vive.
The Vive?
The Vive. Okay, I was saying Hive for a second. I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right. The Vive. Yeah, they said right now like they have a demo thing running on that, but they said this week that they are open to all VR platforms, including PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is interesting because that was something too I talked about like back at E3. That was really exciting to see Bethesda working on VR for their big things like Doom and Fallout 4. And Fallout 4 though is a whole different thing to get that running VR on multiple platforms. But at least for Doom, they said they can feel like they can get that on multiple platforms, including PlayStation.
Ooh.
But like the most recent version of Doom VR though had this weird dynamic where like apparently the first version of it they put out around E3, it was like on rails. Like the guy would walk by himself and you just shoot in VR, and people were like, that's okay. But then they did a new version of it recently, where you would like the way they described it was you had that second controller in your hand and you would like point where you want to go and you press the button, you like teleport to it. So instead of like walking or teleporting, and they said it was fun. They said once you got used to it, it actually was really smooth, and it just got me thinking like, why? I don't know. Like Sony hasn't announced whether or not the navigation control is compatible with PS4 or VR, which I feel it should be because I feel like just put that in my hand and I can play Doom. Like walk with that, look where I want to go, walk with the nav, and then just shoot with my other hand.
That was a tricky one to put Doom.
Doom would be crazy in VR, like playing it like that. Now I know, and here's the thing though. Like I posted that in the comments. Somebody replied, "Well, they got the Farpoint gun control, which would be kind of used for first-person shooters." And I mean, I looked at the picture. The thing about that controller is that it's all solid. Like, I guess you could put them. I forget. Do you actually put the move control in this gun, or it has a pre-thing built onto it? I don't remember now. Drew blank. But I know the nav though is built into the controller. Like there's an analog stick built to the bottom of the gun.
Yeah.
And I mean that's neat, but the problem is like I've used the sharpshooter before, and I don't like having both my hands in one like position and then like holding the front of the gun like moving and then still aiming with the gun while moving. It just didn't feel comfortable to me. Like doing that like didn't feel natural or comfortable to do.
Yeah.
So I kind of would like to have just like two hands free. Like one hand I can just put down, walk with, and then the other hand I can just move freely to like aim or shoot. But I don't know. But that's also because the move was just weird to use because the problem was you look and aim with the same hand or the same controller. So it felt really weird. Like, oh, I got to move the control all the way to the right side of the screen and then wait for the screen to kind of like follow it, then walk and shoot. And then with the VR, hopefully that can be all balanced out because you can look with your head. That's more natural, and then move your hand to aim, and then use your left hand to like walk with the nav. So I just feel like it'd be a smoother process that they need to really like, look into.
They do.
Yeah.
Doom VR.
Doom VR.
How insane would it be if Dune had VR? Did I say Dune?
Dune the game.
Doom the game, not Dune.
Doom.
Just Dune. Yeah, just come on. I don't want any of this tech demo stuff. Just say if Doom is VR or not. But speaking of Doom, they had some ramblings of the DLC like from last week, wasn't there? Like some DLC from
the multiplayer map packs are coming out. I think the first one came out.
Any new trophies with it?
I don't know. I haven't
checked. You played Doom already, didn't you?
Nope.
What the heck?
I got close to platinuming Doom, but then my brother took it and he never gave it back.
Well, you need to take it from him.
I gotta get that platinum in Doom, man.
And just be like, hey.
Or I can wait until there's VR support, and then I'll encourage me to go back and play it some more.
Yeah, that could work.
Like, I'm trying to even think how they would do that. Like, even if they did, like, put VR support for Doom, it would be, like, one, it'd be a big update, and two, they would probably pay for it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because that's just too much development to be like, oh, free update, here's VR support.
Free update. That'd be a really big free update.
Because, I mean, even Super Stardust isn't doing a free VR update. You have to pay. It's a $10 add-on.
That Stardust VR, that's the closest thing you're going to get to a No Man's Sky VR.
Well, no, Valkyrie's got the space stuff. You flying around in a spaceship.
You're like in a cartoony kind of spaceship.
Spaceship.
You're in a cartoony spaceship. You got like the asteroids coming at you, and you're like in a little ship. You're like as the kid from No Man's Sky or whatever, because you look like a kid.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, but at least with the Super Stardust VR thing, though, they're adding new levels too. So basically, you're buying a level pack that has VR support.
It's just so strange how it's not a standalone thing. You gotta go out and buy this like old game that came out a while ago, but they'll promote it anyways. It doesn't matter. Well,
no. They said like the day VR comes out is going to be relisted in the store. So like if you never bought Super Stardust and you buy it from the store like day one with your VR, it's going to say full bundle pack. It'll be like $20, but it comes with the base game plus the VR.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like oh hey, go buy the old game first. Load it up. All right, then the prompt's going to come up. Hey, you want to buy the VR pack? And then buy the VR pack.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
No, it's going to be all one thing. Yeah, and then I'm still holding out hope for No Man's Sky VR.
Shit.
I'm still holding out because, I mean, they always keep saying that.
Start holding out for the core game. I don't know about VR.
Well, I mean, that's what they keep saying, though. Like, they never deny that VR is coming to No Man's Sky. They keep saying, "Oh, that's a good fit for No Man's Sky," or "Oh, we would like to incorporate VR," but like they never say no, because most developers will just straight up tell you no, or it's just not. It's not at this time in development. Because I mean, that's what they already said. Like Hello Games already said, like, "Oh, with PlayStation Neo, we can do a lot more with No Man's Sky. Like we can like really change and add new things to the game." And then they've already teased, like, oh, updates. We're going to do content updates. We're going to really be changing the game, like adding new features and stuff through updates. So, and then I know I said this last week. They said last week there was going to be, they said something about no paid DLC. We all be free content updates. But then now they said this past week that there's potential for paid DLC.
Oh, no.
For No Man's Sky.
I wonder how paid DLC for a game like that would work.
I mean, it had to be something significant, to like warrant, like, hey, you got to pay for this.
Skin packs, just like Minecraft.
Skin packs? You're not going to run into anybody. So what's the point of a skin pack?
A skin pack.
I guess your spaceship. I mean, if they want to do spaceship skins.
Skin packs.
I mean, they couldn't do character, but like, yeah, maybe spaceships. But
yeah, we can't see your character. You look like a kid.
Yeah.
That's what I love about like your interpretation about No Man's Sky, like what your character looks like. You're like, oh, he probably looks like some kid. He looks like a kid.
Well, if you look at the front of the box, there's some kid on the front of the box.
I mean, how do you know? You don't know that.
So why is there a kid on the front of the box?
I don't think that's a kid.
Well, he has a backpack and a hat that covers his eyes. That is like the universal design of a kid in a cartoon.
You tell us, people, if that's a kid in No Man's Sky box art, key art.
Well, I mean, no, it doesn't necessarily have to be a kid, but that's what my first gut
Initial
reaction.
first
That's my
one.
first gut reaction. Is he's wearing a backpack and a hat. So I'm like, oh, it's a kid. He's going to school.
He's going to school in the planet that no one's inhabiting
He's
for.
learning. He's getting his instead of street learning, he's getting his universe learning. Just going
Yeah,
out.
universe learning with absolutely no other people his species at all around him.
It's like Pokemon. Like Ash, she was 11 years old, walked away from home and said, "Bye, mom. I'm gonna live on my own, run around the world, and
But at
explore
least he
animals."
interacted with other humans, like this guy, whatever guy you are, or girl. Well, you can't even change the gender of your character, right? You're just a person, and you don't even interact with other humans.
You interact with animals. You
At
scan them
least
and
Ash, he
learn.
interacts with other humans. He doesn't just interact with other Pokemon.
Sure, he does.
I don't know, a lot of questionable things about No Man's Sky that started now starting our road.
But which brings me to another news topic too. Developer Hello Games said this week that they said it's okay if you don't like No Man's Sky.
No kidding. It's okay if you don't like it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know we were not allowed to not like it. Was it not okay to not like it?
Well, I don't know. That was just their comment this week. They said developer okay with gamers not liking No Man's Sky.
As they should be with really anything. I mean, even if you make something remarkable, it should be okay if you don't like it. But that's interesting. You know what? We have a question that we'll just get out of the way.
Okay.
So we don't bury it all the way. It's from Alex Porter. He asks, who do you think is specifically responsible for No Man's Sky's astronomically, he puts a little pun here, high expectations set forth from the beginning, I guess, from way back 2013.
Well, the gamer.
I know there's a video out there on YouTube that kind of explains everybody, but I don't know. I'm starting to think about it little by little. Yes, it is the gamer, but
because No Man's Sky was never sold as anything more. Like the Hello Game said, this is a space exploration game. They never said there was multiplayer in it.
No, never. No, but neither confirmed or denied it. That's the problem.
No, it was always said that yes, there's potential to run into another player, but it's so small that we don't even consider it a multiplayer game. That was always their statement.
Yeah, and then the whole conundrum with the people that tried to meet day one. It was crazy.
Yeah. And then they never said anything about it. They never said there was going to be, building stuff. They never said there was going to be, it never said it was going to be like Minecraft where you can build buildings or anything like that. It was just space exploration, exploring planets, tracking everything. That was them. Now what happened was a lot of gamers and readers and viewers and all that saw it, took some things out of proportion, started thinking about stuff they can do that you can't do in the game. Like, oh, I want to go...
Filling in the blanks.
Yeah, filling in the blanks. And they were filling in the blanks, building up this hype. And then Sony contributed to this by saying, people are really hyped for this. So let's take it. Let's be the distributor for it, get it a console exclusive. Let's show it off at E3. Let's do a big thing for it.
Multiple times.
Multiple shows. Multiple shows. Show it at E3. Get it going. Hype it up. Let's distribute it. Let's release it as a $6 game because the hype is so real, So I mean, I don't blame Hello Games. I mean, they were kind of clear for the most part what they wanted with this game.
For the most part, they do. It's like piece of the pie. They do take some blame a little bit. I think a little bit because on top of that, they were in over their heads. Sony is also a big proportion to also blame for this. I think it's a lot of it's Sony's fault, and of course ourselves. So it's all, and then on top of that, let's not forget the media that totally wouldn't be quiet about this game for a long time, but because the clicks and everything equals out to large amounts of money for the website. So you had press outlets talk about this game nonstop for a long time. And that's just what kind of happened.
Yeah, And that's what we kept saying on this show. Like we kept saying, like our hype wasn't high for it. We weren't overselling this to ourselves, you know. And then ultimately you said no, this is not the game for me. And then I got it, and I said I like this game, but of course it matched my expectations. Like I didn't expect, you know, all these crazy things out of it. You know, I'm just flying around exploring, and that's what they wanted from this game.
I just guess that wasn't enough for people because I just think cold hard facts that I don't think this game generally is being received well by people or by a lot of people right now, and I'm sure there's people like you that have that set expectations for it, whatnot. But I don't know, this game isn't being really well received at all, so I don't know.
Yeah,
so it's disappointing.
Yeah, like I said, it's just because everybody had their own idea of what No Man's Sky was.
Yeah, because it's just such a difficult game to market, but it's still strange because when you get down to it, it's still the core aspect of the game is still, a survival-based game, like Minecraft or Don't Starve or something like that. And I just think, you've had so many games that have come out in recent memory ever since Minecraft. Actually, a good thing to point out about Minecraft that, Mojang Studios got Minecraft into people's hands in alpha. People didn't get No Man's Sky until it was done. Well, quote unquote done. But so we just got No Man's Sky kind of as it is for the time being, because Minecraft took a while for it to then officially get released. We have other sci-fi games that are out, but either some of them are too simplistic or either too complex that are not, accessible to a lot of people. And then on top of that, they're on PC. But that's bad. But, it's just that we've had so many survival games in these past few years, and a lot of them have fell flat in their face. And only a select few have been able to deliver somewhat on the promise. Because let's not forget, like an open... I think on top of the procedural generation that No Man's Sky aimed for, and it seemed like it does really well with that. But I think on top of that, they wanted to delve into the open world game genre of something like a Fallout, a GTA, or Witcher, where there's like things in it to do. I think because they wanted to meld those two together, and because a game like that hasn't been done yet, actually. That's where it kind of suffers because it tried to merge those two together. Because like you can have the procedural generation have really nothing in it, but then on top of that, you want to have something that has stuff in it to do. Yeah. That's really I don't think that's like even possible, especially for what No Man's Sky tried to do. So it's hard.
Yeah, I mean it's a small team, so like they're just
the credits don't scroll in that game. The credits don't scroll.
They're just there. That one page, like. There you go.
And I remember for the longest time, the stinking Wikipedia for that page was inaccurate and said that, several Sony teams outsourced it. No, it was just Hello Games.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah, you had the marketing, Sony people or whatever, but no, you'd think that maybe someone at Santa Monica or like other Sony studios would like, help out with math with the algorithm or whatever, but no. Nuh-uh. So, at least as far as we know. So,
and I mean, that's just the thing about this game is that it's kind of this almost like foundation of something. Because I mean, it's something different. Like it's like you said, it's just so big, and with the random generating, like it's just you haven't had that in a game where yes, it's survival elements like Don't Starve or Minecraft, but this is such on a bigger scale of like almost infinite number of planets to go explore. And do this on and just kind of always keep playing. So like if you do like No Man's Sky, you like this gameplay, you like this exploring, you can play it forever, because there's always going to be some new planets or something for you to explore.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for bringing up Minecraft so much, but just it's because that game is just so popular. But I'll also go back to because I remember when Minecraft was first released. I remember playing seeing people play the pre-alpha on the friggin' web browser before it was a big thing. And that was just the creation tools back in the day. It wasn't up until the survival mode of Minecraft that started getting things rolling for Minecraft. Because when you go search on, you can just go search on YouTube, Minecraft, my first night in Minecraft. you're going to get so many results that have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. It's like freaking astronomically like popular Minecraft. So, you had like a bunch of games that have tried to strive for that kind of game or success for years. And No Man's Sky is definitely one of those games.
Yeah.
And so it's just really difficult. When you just remember, people, like, when you get down to it, the game is a survival game. And I did kind of forget about that leading up to the release of the game somewhat. I mean, I figured it was going to be, you're going to be out there resourcing and whatnot, but, it wasn't up until the first day of the game's release where I was actually watching full moment-to-moment gameplay where I was just like, oh, no. All that stuff. So, it's just difficult. But I also direct you, Alex, to a video that on YouTube that explains the whole thing moment to moment from the initial reveal from DGX all the way till now. So that's Total Biscuit's video. He talks about the whole hype ethics and gaming culture and whatnot, because it's funny that he also pointed out, because something like this of hype and getting disappointed things is by no means unique to gaming at all. You see it all the time with people that are passionate about other things outside of gaming and get severely disappointed in things. So hopefully maybe No Man's Sky is kind of a lesson to people somewhat, because we also had like instances 2014 with Destiny's initial launch and Watch Dogs that didn't land with people. So hopefully now we can take expectations back a little bit. Not to be cynical or to be it's a term. Not to be cynical or optimistic, severely optimistic, but just have a certain level of it going into things at least every time. Will the developers be able to bring on their promise, or have correctly and realistic set expectations?
Yeah. And
then you won't get disappointed.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's what they say. A pessimistic can never be disappointed.
Yeah.
We're not saying to be that. It's just,
No, it's just with every initial game reveal from now on. Because I had learned this 2015 was the last straw for me to get overtly excited about for games specifically. And then 2014 also was a year where things were just not landing for me either. So now it's a little more control. No Man's Sky, I didn't believe it really for a second that it was gonna really. Well, I shouldn't say that, but we kept it reserved, and I guess we were right about it. To keep things kind of in the middle ground as opposed to getting overtly excited.
No, and the thing with No Man's Sky is, though, like, they keep saying, like, they're going to keep updating it. They're going to keep, adding to it. So it's going to change. It's not going to be in this state forever.
Yeah, I'm curious where it's going to be 6 months to a year from now. How it'll be.
Because there was an update for No Man's Sky today, but it was just like, for bugs and stuff like that. But they are working on a content update. They said that should be soon, and it'll add. I think they said, like, you can drive the freighter ships, and you can actually build like a base on the planet.
Yeah.
So there's already that. There you go. You can build a base now. So and flying a new kind of ship, a bigger kind of ship. So.
Well, hopefully the future is looking bright. Who knows? It could be one of those things where at first it wasn't well received, but maybe as time goes on, you never know if might be something good. Something that will be long lasting for people as time goes on. So
yeah, because
never know.
Yeah, because like one example of a game recently that just like found its footing just recently was like Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah,
that was a game that like. Yeah, because that was a game too that kind of had all those things where, like, when it first came out, everybody was like, "Oh, there's no single player campaign," and is the marketing, is the multiplayer community going to stick with it and all that? And then, like, no, Ubisoft said, like, more people are playing Rainbow Six Siege now than at launch, and people love that game. Like, people are going in the comments saying how it was one of the best online games they played last year.
Yeah.
So it's a game that really found its footing later on. Like, people just had to, like, like had to click and like realize what this is and who it's for.
Mm-hmm.
And people support it. They got behind it, and it's doing really well.
Yes. Yes. But yes, like I said, go to the YouTube video. All you have to do is search Toll Biscuit, and he talks about No Man's Sky for like 45 minutes. So then we don't have to, because it's already been this topic of No Man's Sky is already getting beaten plenty of times. So I don't think we need to plenty of times.
But yeah. Anyway, let's try to move along.
Move along.
No. What else we got? Some little things. Oh, guess what? We got 2 big betas coming up.
Oh, some betas.
Some betas. So starting this weekend, probably as you're listening to this, it'll be going on. Titanfall 2 technical tests starts this weekend.
You didn't get your code?
No.
Oh, well, wait till Friday.
Yeah, we gotta wait till Friday. Yeah, a lot of websites are giving out like codes on Twitter to get early access to it today.
I wonder if anyone's playing on my list. I'm gonna have to go check.
But yeah, starting this Friday and through the weekend, they're gonna do a technical test of Titanfall 2, and it will continue the following weekend. They'll open it up, add some new maps and some another mode or whatever, and play through. That'll be this weekend. So we're gonna be checking that out this weekend.
Yeah, oh yeah, then we'll have a little bit of impressions, but I don't know. Some people have already been playing the Titanfall 2 multiplayer. I guess they had an event somewhere. So
yeah, like for the press had an event,
yeah,
and then the press has like early access to it like through this week.
I'm excited. It's just the weekend. That's it.
Yeah, it's this weekend and next weekend.
Oh,
so you can play it. You can play it for 2 weekends, but you can't play it during the week.
I'm excited. We're gonna play Titanfall 2.
So yeah, we're gonna be playing Titanfall 2 this weekend. I'm not going to stream it.
You're not going to stream it?
No, because I don't...
Yeah, in multiplayer games. And,
like my internet's not strong enough to support streaming, plus a multiplayer game, plus a chat party.
I could probably stream it.
You can try streaming it.
I could try streaming it. Watch out, guys.
We'll do that. I'll record it at least.
We'll record it.
I'll record like 30 minutes worth and then maybe upload that so we can have it just always there. Because I mean, how long is a multiplayer match usually? Around 10 to 15 minutes?
Titanfall?
I don't know in Titanfall specifically, but I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's no more than 15 minutes. So if it's the most 15 minutes, then we just like record 2 of them back to back, and then I just put them together. And it's like, oh look, we have 30 minutes of Titanfall 2 gameplay.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we'll see about that this weekend. I'm excited to finally check that out. Something up.
You can hear the excitement in my voice. I am excited for Titanfall 2. I am very excited for Titanfall 2.
Yeah, we are. We're playing that this weekend. And then after next weekend, starting August 31st, the Battlefield 1 beta opens up.
Oh, sweet.
Yep, starting August 31st, Battlefield 1 open beta for everyone. I don't know the exact time frame, how long that one is. I think that one's just starting to the 31st through that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming. So they just going to get 2 EA betas back to back.
Back
to back. Try out those first-person shooters. See which one you want. Play them both and just be like, which first-person shooter do I want this fall?
Get both.
I mean, you can get both, but like if you're on the fence and like, I'm only going to get one of these.
Both. That's the question.
Yeah.
Now, this is the same one that they had at E3, like playing around.
For what?
Like when you had like Zac Efron playing Battlefield 1.
I guess.
This is like what I'm going to be playing. This is what I'm going to be playing.
I guess.
I'm going to be just like him too, so I'll just pretend I don't like it.
You're going to just give no enthusiasm whatsoever while playing it.
No. Like, man, I really had to be there.
Like, wow, I get paid to play this video game.
It's okay. I can understand, Zach. I can understand your pain. Because he's playing on a PC. Oh!
I don't know how to use the mouse and keyboard.
If it was on a PlayStation 4. Just kidding. Just kidding.
But anyway, still exciting that we're going to be playing 2 big fall games soon.
Oh, yeah.
impressions and videos and all that.
I'm excited to have some content over for Titanfall 2. That game I could see myself getting into. So, and we're going to play it. You know a game that we have been getting into? Uno.
Uno, yes, playing a crap ton of Uno.
It's a really good game, guys. You should go get it. It's fantastic.
Only $10.
Only $10. As online play, it works fine. My connection is just making it a little laggy or whatever, making me disconnect, but
not the game.
Works really well. We haven't tried voice chat and video chat with it, but it has video chat. And
I turned it on, and
you can't still.
Well, no, it was weird because like some games when you turn on the camera, it does like that auto zoom in thing where like you'll like detect your face and zoom in. Uno doesn't do that. So like when I had the camera on and I can just see what the camera sees, it does a wide angle. It does like a wide angle and it sees my entire room. And I'm sitting like really far back on my bed and I'm just like, So like when I do get around to really doing the video chat, I'm gonna have to like, get a chair and reposition myself almost like right in front of that camera. So that way it's just pointing at my face.
Like this is a tiny screen too. I don't know why it would do the wide angle.
Yeah, it's weird. So if you would have saw it, you would have been like, wait, I can't see you, because I would have been like really small and you see the whole room. You really wouldn't be able to see me.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking there. A reviewer already pointed out the animations are a little too slow for some of the things. Like whenever you want to block somebody from taking a turn or drawing cards or whatnot, I think the animations are a little too slow. They can make it a little faster, and we encounter a rare bug that automatically draws a card.
Yeah, it basically skips your turn. It's like, what?
If it skips your turn, and it's happened to both of us, but within long extended time to play.
Yeah, it's a rare bug. Like we played it. It's rare. We played it for like 4 hours straight, and that only happened to us like once each.
Oh man, I played so much Uno.
Like seriously, we were even live streaming it, so you guys might have saw it.
Some of you.
Yeah, because I mean, we played it for probably like an hour or two Tuesday. Then we started live streaming it, and then we played for about 2 to 3 hours. Then we took a break, came back, started live streaming it again for another 4 hours.
I think we put like a total of like 8 or 9 hours.
And then just yesterday, we played it for another probably like 3 or 4 hours yesterday.
I think it was like 3.5.
Yeah. So, yeah, been really getting our money's worth out of Uno.
It's good, yeah. Before it drops in price, maybe like a month later.
That's what it keeps saying, though. It's only $10. That's the same price as going out and buying a real pack of Uno cards. You can have this digital version and then just play with people online.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the most content out there. I mean, you're not gonna find a ton of decks or really anything to do. But I mean, if you're gonna go out there and play it with friends, it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, there is alternate decks. There's one alternate deck. There's the Rapids deck. But I mean, what's neat about it too is like when you play the standard Uno for so long, you want to play the Rapid deck just because it changes like the background, the colors. Like, oh, it's all blue now instead of red.
Yeah, and I looked back at the 360 version of the screenshots. It made it look like a casino table. The old Uno, and the way it would show your cards is all different too. But this one's a little more cleaner. You can just see your cards easier.
But a lot of fun. But yeah, if you guys want to challenge us as Uno.
You might want to watch out because we already had one person try to challenge the PSBS and Uno. He lost.
He lost. Yeah.
Hard.
It was funny. We were live streaming, and then that guy was just in the chat thing on the live stream. It's like, oh, I bet you can't beat me at Uno, and we're just like, all right. We set him up and we invite him in the game, and he lost to me, and then we played again, and he lost to you, so he lost to both of us.
So both PSBS members.
Yeah. So he hasn't won. So yeah, if you want to challenge us at Uno, let us know. We'll put you on the friends list and we'll set something up.
We'll set you up, man.
Right, live streaming and everything again. But yeah, and then Uno goes back into this plan I've always pitched on the show, and the opportunity is back again. No, because we always said that on the podcast, like we need to take some random game that is not going to win Game of the Year, and then just dub it our Game of the Year, so that way when they make a Game of the Year edition, they can quote us. Put it on the box.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. I know. I want, especially Uno's a digital release. Like we could be on the front of the PlayStation.
Yeah, but no, like I'm saying, like we'll dub Uno our Game of the Year, which isn't false. I mean, we do really like Uno. Is it truly our Game of the Year? It's the most fun we're having so far. Like
it is the
together
most fun.
an online experience.
Yeah, Titanfall 2 might be it.
But But yeah, if we give Uno Game of the Year, then Ubisoft's going to see it, and they're going to be like, "Oh, this publication, this podcast gave us Uno Game of the Year, so we got to make a Game of the Year edition now, right?" Then they're going to like put it at retail, like Uno Game of the Year edition at retail. It comes with a disc version of the game, and it comes with like 2 Uno decks, and like 2 actual physical decks. One's a Rabbids deck, and one's one of the DLC decks they're going to put out.
Yeah.
So it'd be great, and it's going to say Game of the Year edition, and they're going to flip it over to the back, and it's going to have our quote like, Uno, best online multiplayer experience this year.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be great.
Dude, like, I am so excited for the new decks and whatever support this game will get, and the patches to maybe make animations faster, or it's that bug go away. So I'm excited because maybe I need to go tweet. Maybe I need to tweet that out of Ubisoft or something.
Yeah, just hopefully those. Cause yes, there's DLC. Those decks will be DLC, so hopefully they're not expensive.
Dude, I'm thinking like $1 or $2.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, unless, like I said, unless it's like a bundle pack where like for $5 you get 5 decks or something like that.
Yeah, bundle.
So, what are you doing? Stacking plates?
No, I'm not stacking a plate. I'm playing with Legos.
You're playing with some Legos. All right.
I'm playing with some Legos.
You're illustrating our point on your end with Lego blocks.
Well, like, I have 2 people around, and I'm just kind of like, just conversating with them, like they're moving their arms around. And...
Okay.
SoundCloud should be called LoudCloud.
LoudCloud. Anyway, moving on to some other news. Here's some exciting news for this week.
Oh, what's exciting? The PlayStation firmware?
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, this week the beta for 4.0 started, so details and information started coming out on what is included in this 4.0 update. Features include folders are finally on PS4, where you can
finally.
Yes,
I wanted that since day one.
Since day one, you start grouping your content. You can label whatever you want. Start like putting your favorite apps and games together. Clean up that homepage. That's really cool. Trophy improvements, which will finally bring offline trophy support.
Finally,
that's one I've really wanted, because
for a long time.
Yeah, because a lot of times I do play offline, and then it sucks when I play offline because I can't check my trophies.
No,
I have to like load up my PlayStation app or go to a trophy website, just look up trophies, and I'm just like, no, I want to see my trophies while I'm offline. And also a neat feature is you can now look at hidden trophies.
Yep.
Before unlocking, like if you don't care about spoilers, like I don't care about spoilers, I just want to know what I have to do. You can unlock it, you can like look at it, you can like unlock or whatever and just see what the hidden trophy is.
That's awesome.
And then they said there's going to be like new ways to look at people's trophies. Like when you like look at somebody's profile, your trophies is automatically stacked against his, so you can like just instantly compare trophies.
That's cool.
They said the rarity thing's going to be changed. Instead of like 4 dots, it's going to be like a pyramid type thing.
I love pyramid. Instead of the food pyramid, I know the trophy pyramid.
No, the trophy pyramid. I got a tip-top trophy.
Yeah, tip-top trophy.
Let's see, some UI refreshments. They're going to update the What's New tab, update pop-up notifications, redesign system icons.
Basically what they said, same stuff that you know and love, new code of paint.
New code of paint. Let's see. Quick menu is going to be updated.
Where it's like on the side of the screen?
Yeah, faster, easier, quickly
faster,
access
easier.
Party and communities and all that good stuff.
Party, friends list, whether or not to turn off the controller, yada, yada, yada.
Share menu is going to be updated.
Ooh.
It's going to be quick menu is going to only cover a portion of the screen. Share stuff. Oh, and then look, here's another big one. You can now upload larger video clips to Twitter.
Yeah, finally. I think the clips were short on Twitter beforehand.
Yeah, like the max was 10 seconds. Now it's 140 seconds.
Well, yeah, because
Pretty significant
Twitter's
jump.
initial, because I think that update was way back when Twitter's video was like still that long, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So now they update to the current standard of what you're able to upload, at least for like a normal like Twitter video for like that. I mean, other accounts are able to upload like asinine amounts of video, but now you can just upload whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Which is good because like a month or so ago, I was trying to upload a clip to Twitter, and I was like, wait a minute, you can only do 10 seconds? That's crazy. So I was trying to like edit this clip just right to where I can get 10 seconds to like what I need to show. And it was really hard. I was like, and I got it. And it was just not what I mean, it was what I wanted, but it just felt really short. So, but now I can do a full 2 minutes. So now I should be good with that for uploading more clips to Twitter.
Speaking of Twitter, what's the update for Twitter where like media won't take up your character space? I'm still waiting for that because I sometimes want to upload a picture and I have to sacrifice 20 characters. Like, why?
I don't know, man. You gotta tag everybody, man.
Why? Why? Where? No Man's Sky. Where? I'm sorry.
Get it on a tangent there.
Where?
Well, speaking of why, certain news, another news item today got me asking that, or not today, from yesterday.
Why?
Why, man? It was announced yesterday. Metal Gear Survive was announced yesterday at Gamescom. Metal Gear Survive. The game is described as it takes place in a alternate timeline from the main Metal Gear canon, and it takes place in an alternate timeline where basically at the end of Ground Zeroes, instead of all your like crew people dying, they get sucked into a wormhole, and they basically why'd you get in the wormhole?
How'd you get out of the
wormhole? That's how it was. Basically, they get sucked into a wormhole and they end up in the Upside Down from Stranger Things. And then they fight the monster from Stranger Things. So it's just a Stranger Things crossover with Metal Gear Solid. That's what this is.
Here's the thing I didn't understand when we were talking about this off air. What you were saying, like at first I thought this thing was atrocious, and then you're all like, "Oh, but Metal Gear's done something like this before."
Well, yeah, they did. They did with Peace Walker. Peace Walker did those like bonus outer op missions where you fight the dragons from what's that game called? Monster Hunter.
Dragon's War, Monster Hunter.
Not Monster Hunter. Was it Monster Hunter?
Dragon's Quest.
No, not Dragon's Quest. No, that PSP game. That big PSP game. That was like a big deal in Japan.
That big PSP.
Yeah, it's Monster Hunter.
There's a lot of big PSP games, dude.
Yeah, it's Monster Hunter. Because at first I was like Monster Hunter, and I thought, no, Monster Rancher? No, Monster Rancher is something totally different.
Yeah, I was like so confused. You were like defending it. You're all like,
I didn't defend it. I just said like,
you're like, oh, they did this something before.
No, I wasn't defending it. It's just you were saying like, oh, this is kind of crazy, and I was like, well, it's kind of been done before with you fighting dragons as far as like doing something crazy. But I mean, those dragon missions I doubt are canon to like in the Metal Gear lore or whatever. But yeah. But anyway, and then yeah. So with this Metal Gear Survive, it's you're in this alternate plane of existence fighting these monster things, and it's a 4-player survival co-op experience.
Yeah.
But you released sometime in 2017 for PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. And
they're not talking much about it though. They're just very coy about it. They're not really giving many details about it.
Well, I mean, they said it'll be out sometime next year, and they said it won't be full price. They said they're aiming for around $30 price point.
$30? Even that's too much.
That's too much, Bob.
Yeah, I'm not paying. I think I'm gonna have to pass. I'm sorry. Like, even though it sounds fun to like maybe play with you, like to play just Metal Gear, but yeah, no. People are more mad of like where our like last chapter was supposed to be for Metal Gear. How about that instead of this? You want to know something that is a little bit more relevant than Konami right now? And pachinko machines? The Tomorrow Children has a release date.
Yeah, I know, right? Um,
September 6th on
September
PlayStation.
6th, yeah.
After being in beta for like the longest time.
Yeah, it beat Drawn to Life to finally get a real release.
It did.
Paid access version coming September 6th.
Isn't this exciting? I mean, this game has been a long time coming.
Yeah, another mining and inventory managing game.
Yep. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. Like, I'm seeing some of the comments here on the PlayStation blog. I had given up hope on the Tomorrow Children. We haven't heard anything for so long. Glad to hear it's coming soon. We'll be definitely snagging a Founders Pack.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, let's break this down real quick. So, it comes out September 6th. You can buy it for $20. And you'll get the game plus the Founders Pack, which includes DLC items and 1,000 Freeman dollars, the in-game currency. And bonus comps to gives you a big running start. You can also, here's what's really neat. You can also invite friends to play it and free to play.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Get the papers, license, some tools, jetpack, special costume, PSN Avatar pack, the $1,000. They said the game will go free to play in the future, though.
Huh.
So, like, initially you can buy it on September 6th. For $20, you get all that items, and you can invite your friends to play the free-to-play version. But the free-to-play version will be open to everyone, they said, in the following months. And you have to buy those items individually. So, I mean, yeah, again, this game just kind of goes back to what we were saying about that whole genre of just... I don't know if there's necessarily a survival element to Tomorrow Children, but it definitely does have the mining and the... resources and like crafting things, like Minecraft.
Yeah.
And it's weird because like this game went away for a while, and I guess people had access to it for a while because it says paid version, so maybe people were playing like some early beta version or something. And now it's available because that's the thing. Like I've talked about it before, but like that same thing with Drawn to Death. Drawn to Death is this weird limbo. Where I have it, and it says on my system, it says Drawn to Death limited access version.
But it's still available?
It's still available, and I can play it, and I can earn trophies.
Isn't that weird?
I can play it, I can earn trophies, but when you go to play it, it like a lot of content's still locked out, because it says, oh, this will be available when the full version comes out.
When's the full version?
When's the full version? I don't know. Like... Sony, David Jaffe, no one's talking about this game. It's just kind of like I said, it's in limbo. Like some people have it, some people are playing it. Somebody has to have all the trophies by now. You know. So it's just weird. Like I don't know when this game ever going to come out. It's probably just going to just pop up in the store one day and be like, oh look, it's for everyone, free to play it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just be like, I've been playing this for a while. I played this a long time ago. It's been on my system for a while, so it's just, I don't know, it's weird.
I'm only going to read one more comment here from the PlayStation blog. This comes from Andrew. He's like, nope, not going to support communism in any form of it. Game, book, or movie, paid or free. F communistic society. Because, the Tomorrow Children is, has themes of communism.
It has themes of communism. I don't think it's like pro-communism because it's putting kids to work in the mines, and it's just like, I don't think that's a positive thing. They're putting in a positive light.
Yeah, and then the Dylan guy, the author or whatever, he says it's a parody to show how communism doesn't work, and in the end, free spirit and a free market prevails. So, in other words, you should support it. Although it does not show how working together in harmony can achieve great things, but that isn't a message limited to communism. Dude, this guy started like a whole thread.
It's just like, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're opposing the communism because you're stopping and saying, no, I will not keep digging. I'm going to stop and build some stuff.
Yeah, I guess he's kind of taking it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I'll make some popcorn. This is getting interesting. I know this guy started a whole PlayStation blog like argument thread.
Yep, communism.
It's not communism. You're not buying a communist product.
And the whole game's built on a capitalist market anyway. It's free to play.
Maybe he's just a troll. Maybe he's just a troll.
But
the Founders Pack is $20. Dang.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be picking up Inside instead next week instead of this.
Oh yeah, Inside's next week. Forgot about that.
21st, right?
Yep.
No, 22nd.
No, 23rd. 23rd is the Tuesday because the 22nd is the Monday. I gotta go back to school.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Inside next week. How much is it?
Probably 20.
Damn.
I mean, that's my assumption. I'm not 100%. That's just my.
How much is Inside? I'm gonna look at the Microsoft store, but whatever. You can wrap things up. I don't know what else.
Wrap things up. Keep going.
This week.
Yeah. Oh, we just hit the 1 hour mark.
Oh.
What?
Oh. We already
$20.
hit the 1 hour. It's $20.
Oh, I thought you were like telling me, oh, what? It's $30 or something crazy.
It's 30.
No, it's 20.
Contains in-app purchases. What in-app purchases does it have? Well, whatever. $20 for a fantastic game. I'll be down for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just one more little thing I want to talk about before we wrap up because it's on here. So did you see they put out a new trailer thing for Batman VR?
No, I never seen it.
You didn't see it? So it's a weird trailer because it's like a lot of like Comic-Con footage, like people standing in line waiting to play at a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're going to play Batman. Oh, and then they start playing, and you actually get to see gameplay of this.
Really?
Yeah, you actually get to see gameplay, but it looks like the beginning of the game because you're not actually like out doing detective stuff because they just show you like in first person riding the elevator into the Batcave, and then you like put on the bat mask in first person.
I want to see the part where he says, "I'm going to break your arm."
Oh, I'm gonna break your arm, bad guy. Oh,
he's like, "No,
no,
I'm going to break your arm."
Yeah. Oh, and they do show like you use the move controls to like move Batman's hands, so you can like throw batarangs.
Yeah, I'm seeing the trailer right now. They did 500 people didn't just play Batman; they were Batman.
Were Batman, and then the VR has like its own like custom headphones
this is cool.
with the little ears.
Yeah. Holy cow, this is cool. This is what it looks like?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm stunned.
Getting live impressions.
Let me see. Wow. Okay, this is corny.
It went cool to corny.
Like, why is your hands all floaty?
I don't know. That's just how it is.
Oh, you gotta put on the suit in order to get hands.
Yeah.
You are Batman.
Or Batman.
Holy cow, did you see how, like, first person? Wow, that's cool.
Yep. The game's launching with VR in October, and it's going to cost $20.
It's just an experience thing.
Yeah, still neat. One weird thing though, because one weird thing about this game though, and it goes into this whole thing I was talking about last week. If you notice that Batman VR is rated M again.
Wow.
And if you look at the rating box, it just says blood violence.
Blood violence.
Like that's like some Halo stuff. Like when Halo was rated M, even though it just had blood violence.
There's no scene that pushes it over the top.
Yeah, I mean it's not even strong violence or gore or anything. It's just blood violence. Like that stuff T-rated games are for. Like Uncharted 4 had more stuff in it and it was still rated T in the rating box. So again, this kind of goes back to what I was talking about last week about how Warner Brothers is kind of like insisting on just keep putting out M-rated Batman content for some reason.
Yeah, might as well, right?
And it doesn't make sense to me because like they're making these games rated M, so they're already blocking out a market, but they're not even capitalizing and making these games feel M-rated. Like there's still not a whole lot of violence. There's no cursing.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. People buy it anyways. You have 12-year-olds that go play Battlefield 1.
Yeah, but I mean, I just feel like if you're already making it rated M, at least do something with it.
Like what? You want Batman to freaking like cut guys in half?
No. I just want it to be like, give me like the gritty Batman story where like, yeah, Batman doesn't have to like kill people, rip them in half, or say F words or something, but just have like the bad guys be more realistic. Like these thugs, they'll like sit there and they'll shoot people, or they'll shoot, or they'll say F words, or they'll be, just more violence and stuff to make it feel more gritty. Like Batman really is in this.
I mean, that's not really Batman though.
But it's still rated M, and you might as well do it.
Yeah, but they're not expecting these products to be M. It's, remember, the light M. It's not the heavy M.
But that's just the thing. Why is there a light and heavy M? Just if it's M, you can just do what you want. Then it's already rated M, so it's like, well, you might as well.
Look, man, I don't know. This is Batman. That's not the question. That's not the question.
I mean, yeah, it's Batman, and it's already rated M, so it's like, why not? It's like, oh, we don't want to bring Batman in a dark direction, even though the game's already rated M.
I don't think the game's rating matters to make whatever content it should have to fulfill. It's like saying a rated R movie that's just rated R for language. You want like everything else in it.
Well, no, but I just mean like with Batman in particular, like for the longest time, Warner Brothers was like, we don't want to put out any M-rated content with our heroes because that's what happened a couple years ago when they did Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. It was like, no, we got to keep this game rated T because we don't want our heroes, in an M-rated game. And then here we are, so many years later, and it's like, oh, look at all these M-rated Batman games.
You're referencing Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
Well, I'm referencing the fact that Warner Brothers said, particularly for that game, they said we don't want our heroes in an M-rated game. So we had to be the game.
That was years ago. That's not like it was like how long ago? 2009, 2008. When did that game come out?
Something like that. But that's what I mean, though. That's what I'm highlighting, though. Like the opinion has changed.
Yes, the opinion has changed. So I don't think it really like matters. I don't know. Batman, he can be whatever he wants. Don't question the bat.
It's like there's a Batman for every bracket now. There's the E-rated Batman games with Lego Batman. Then there's the T-rated Batman when the first couple Arkham games. Now we got these M-rated Batman games.
I know. Did you see that Deadshot and Wonder Woman trailer for Injustice 2?
Yeah.
Did you see how like Deadshot was like beating the crap out of Batman?
Yeah.
And I put a comment on the video and it got 30 upvotes and it said I like highlighted the ending part and I was like, oh, Deadshot got his payback. Because he like shot Batman in the face.
Yeah.
Which is everybody's like thing, like, oh, they should just like shoot Batman in the face, and that's what Deadshot did. He shot him in the face.
Well, that's the thing. Is Injustice going to be rated M?
Injustice is not going to be rated M. They already said no fatalities.
I mean, Deadshot's already shooting people in the face.
Deadshot was cool, like his moves and everything.
He has a knife for some reason.
Is Bane going to be in Injustice? Because I want to see this Batman fight Bane. It'd be a better Bane fight than Dark Knight Rises. Because Batman was weak. But with that, just kidding.
Well, I got nothing else. That was just my thing. I'm just highlighting the fact that there's all these M-rated Batman games, and it just feels kind of weird. It's like, so are we going to ever get that really dark Batman game? Because I went more into this last week. I was just kind of talking about like Warner Brothers just trying to like I think slowly build up to eventually making a really dark Batman game.
Yeah.
And I'm just like pointing out that with this VR game, they're continuing that. Like they're still putting out M-rated Batman games, even though this one doesn't. I mean, obviously we don't know what else is in the game, but just from what we see in the little trailer and from the M-rated box that says blood violence, doesn't sound like it might not have needed to be rated M, but we'll see.
Who knows how the ESRB works? They just do things and rate games and let us see games early that,
I mean, that's just how it was for Halo for the longest time. Like, the first 4 games were just rated M for blood violence, and then the 5th one they finally said, you know what, this is a T-rated thing.
Yeah.
So, yep. It's that. Let's see, did I skip anything in my news? I skipped one thing, and it's very small.
What?
Just a little thing. The BioShock collection comes out next month, and they said it's going to be on 2 discs.
What?
Yep. One disc will have BioShock 1 and 2 on it, and one disc will have just BioShock Infinite on it.
Wow. Well, yeah, you gotta save the best in the series for one disc.
Give it its own
disc.
And then they said if you digitally download it, it's going to take 70 gigs to download all of it.
70?
Yep.
Good lord.
70. Yep, I'm just going to go get my apparently 2-disc set.
Can you maybe just buy it so that I could just have Infinite?
Oh yeah, I will mail you Infinite, and then while I'm playing Bioshock 1 and 2, you can play Infinite, and when I'm done with Bioshock 1 and 2, you just mail me back Infinite.
Yeah.
And I'll mail you
How about that?
Bioshock 1 and 2.
Because I don't really, I mean, look, I love both of them. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I platinumed them recently, and I don't really feel the need to platinum them again. Yeah. So I just want Infinite, because not only is it the best in the series, I want it.
I'm curious though how this is going to work because I haven't used it in a long time. But like, I wonder how this works with GameFly. Like to rent it, do they send you both discs or do they count it?
Oh yeah.
So they mail you both discs. Be like, oh, here you go. You get both. Counts as one game.
Yeah.
Even though you're getting 3.
Yeah, it counts as one game.
Okay. That was thinking like if you pre-order like what if you like order like LA Noire for 360? They give you all 4 discs.
Mm-hmm. GTA.
GTA. Mm-hmm. God, I remember 4-disc games. It's on 360. That happened a lot towards the end.
Mm-hmm. Games were just getting huge.
Eleanor was 4 discs. Battlefield was 2 discs. GTA was 2 discs. Was it Lost Odyssey? Wasn't that like 4 discs or something like that?
Oh, don't remember.
That was like I want to say 6, but that doesn't sound right. 6 sounds like overkill. Probably just 4. And that was weird because that was an Xbox exclusive, and they still were like, "No, we gotta get it. We're putting this out on 4 discs." And then Mass Effect was the weird one. Mass Effect it was 2 discs, but you put in disc 1 for the beginning, you put in disc 2 for the middle, then you put disc 1 in for the ending. You have to put disc 1 back in.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. But yeah, we are at the 1 hour 11-minute mark, so I guess time to wrap this up. So this has been the PSBS Players Ability Podcast. I'm your host, Code TPN by Voice. My coach here is
Andrew Arenas. Everybody have a fantastic week.
You guys have a good week. Episode 72. Sounds like someone's going to go take a nap after this.
No, I'm watching The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, you watch Dark Knight Rises now?
Yeah.
Even though you watched it 2 weeks ago?
Bane's just a henchman, whatever.
He is.
I'm not gonna get that. Really, he had this whole army, and he was able to take down. Yeah, just a henchman could take down Batman like that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, a powerful henchman.
Yeah, right. Dude, I love Dark Knight Rises. Also, best in this series. 2 series, I like the third one the best.
No. Wait, what's the other one?
Bioshock Infinite.
Oh.
It's my favorite. It's better than 1. 1 is my second favorite, and then 3, and then the third is obviously 2. 2's still a really good game, but at least it's not, that crummy ass multiplayer.
Well, the multiplayer's now in the collection.
Good, but yeah, just go enjoy everything and play No Man's Sky or go play Uno. Play that.
Yeah, go play Uno. Uno's so much fun. Go check it out.
Add us.
Add us. Yeah, challenge us on Uno.
Beat us. I would like to see if you can beat us.
Yeah. Yeah, go play some Uno. You can play some No Man's Sky. You can play that Titanfall 2 this weekend. Technical test.
So I'm not gonna nap anytime soon.
No napping.
No napping.
Sound like you were napping. But...
Oh, Smurf, Michael Fassbender.
You're not delusional yet.
Like, what?
But yeah. Anyway.
Dude, soon I'm gonna be doing a drunk podcast.
A drunk podcast.
A drunk podcast. Like what? Semi-drunk podcast.
No. Alrighty, so with that, it's been the PSBS. Thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week.
Hey.